I was walking through my neighborhood last night and I looked up and saw this new billboard on the side of a building, and it was interesting. Let me show you the billboard. Okay, so this is the billboard I'm talking about, and it says, "Don't," with a strikeout, "can't be evil." And then the name of the company is apparently Blockstack, and a domain can't be evil.com. So this billboard is the one that struck my attention last night, and I'm gonna go explain to you what's so interesting about that language and why it works so extremely well. I knew immediately what it was about, so I'm gonna do a little research, make sure that I'm sure what it's about, and then we're gonna talk about why that works and how clever it actually is. All right, let's go. So don't be evil, right? Don't be evil. I saw that billboard last night. I saw it again this morning. Came back up here, couldn't really remember exactly what it said. Don't be evil versus can't be evil. And then I just immediately remembered. That's what it was. That's one thing that's really good about this. Great marketing. Do billboards still work? The answer to that is yes, most certainly, if you use them correctly. These are people that are passing by on a road. You're gonna get 1 to 2 seconds of their attention, if that, and you need to convey a thought, a message. It's got to be crystal clear. So, looking at the branding of that billboard, I want to do some research. I think I know what it is without doing any research. They've given me 4 words: don't, can't, be, and evil. And they've told me a story, in addition to the name, which has the word block in it, so I'm guessing it's a blockchain play, like, big surprise, blockchain. But not only was it the 4 words, but it was also the styling was very Facebook-like. So although I was thinking about this last night, the whole original "don't be evil" core company value was actually a Google one, I believe. I think it's being a little misappropriated with the branding being towards Facebook. I'm going to guess it is a blockchain-based social network competing with the likes of Facebook. Let's Google this. Let's see if it's funny that I'm going to Google it, but let's do some research and figure out what was it called? Blockstack? No, but the domain. All right, so the company was Blockstack. This is how smart they were. Whoever came up with this campaign is super smart. Let's just say the name is Blockstack. They know that people passing by on a billboard aren't going to remember the actual name, just how I just forgot it. So instead of making the domain on the billboard the name of the company, they made it can'tbeevil.com, and I was able to remember that because that's the message. Oh, it's so smart. Okay. Let's just go to can'tbeevil.com. Actually, before I do that, let me start the screen recording. That was almost a miss. All right, good to go. Let's try this. Can'tbeevil.com. Boom, let's see what comes up. Blockchain-based social network. What? Can't be, oh, there's 2, I'm missing an E. How Blockstack enables apps that can't be evil. Important disclaimer. Do you guys want to watch the video? We're going to watch the video. Oh, Jesus Christ, this is a 30-minute video. We're not watching the video. But I am going to click on this little YouTube button here because I'm curious how many views this video has. 2,000 views, all right, and this was posted a few months back. All right, so a little bit of attention, a little bit of comments here. All right, no worries. It's a startup. That's as to be expected. Not a huge amount of attention yet, but something there. So we believe in a future where the rights you enjoy in the physical world extend to the digital world. After 4 years of R&D, we released our decentralized computing stack that allows developers to build a new generation of apps that can't be evil. All right, this is interesting. So it's nothing what I thought it was. Well, the blockchain side, obviously, that was obvious, but it's not a social network. It's a development platform for developers to build new apps that are referred to as DAAPs, or decentralized apps. They've got 170 apps that they're touting on the platform already. I mean, honestly, I'm glad I looked this up because for me and what I do in my work, if you guys don't know, I work in the API space. That's my day job. So actually, I spend a lot of my time talking to developers, and this sort of stuff is actually quite intriguing to me for my day job. So I might actually do more digging to find out what these guys are all about. It's nothing what I thought, which I guess is kind of a miss, because the billboard's still interesting regardless, but it did not tell me what it was. It's kind of hard to do with 4 words, so that's fair. No surprise that they're selling their own tokens, so this is one of those ICO type startups. They've got a bunch of logos for investment, a little bit of a timetable of computing. Not bad, not bad. A white paper, if you guys are interested in that. If you guys actually found this super interesting, I would recommend that white paper. I bet you they got some good stuff in there. Okay, let's Google Blockstack now. So they're running ads on their own keyword, which is good. No, I'm sorry. Whoops. That's Stack Stoken. What is Stack Stoken? What? Oh, that's them. So they are running ads. Oh, it's their Stacks token, or Stacks token. Stacks token. Stacks token is their ICO token. Okay, they are running ads against their own name for people to buy their token. Fair enough. Okay. So they're the top hit on their search. They've got a quick Twitter. Let's take a look at the following there. 30K. Let's see what the engagement is. 16. Their engagement is not high enough for those 30K to be real and active. So, any way you got to get your first, 50K followers, just do it. But they're sort of in an awkward period where the Twitter traction hasn't caught up to their following, which is fine. That happens. They've got a Wikipedia page, which I find interesting. I'm guessing one of them wrote this. YouTube. Well, yeah, you know what? They're not doing too bad considering they've got quite a bit of content. They own almost every single thing on the first page when people search them. So now I got to actually add Crunchbase because I just figured the Crunchbase would come up, but it didn't. Okay, so they've taken 70 mil in funding. This is really interesting. So hang on, let me see who they've got funding from. Okay, so this is super interesting because they've taken a pretty serious amount of funding here, and their size is actually quite small. Also, they're not in San Francisco, they're in New York, which is also really super interesting. So a couple of things here. They're still advertising in my neighborhood here in San Francisco, so they know that there's a strong presence here for this. They know developers are here. They know that their audience, like me, is going to see that billboard and know that they're actually saying they're sending a pretty strong message here. So there's that, and then the other thing is they're small, 11 to 50 employees with 70 million in investments. Tiny. I'm just gonna go to their YouTube channel. I'm just curious what other videos they have there.
Predated what we call the web, where we have browsers and we have the ability to go to websites, and that was designed to be decentralized.
Okay, we're not going to watch a 5-minute video, but it looks like they've got a video that either was used during an ad campaign or got some virality, and I don't know which of the two. Actually, I can probably find out which of the two by clicking on it and looking at the engagement. All right, so it has 5 million views and 500 likes, not even, and 63 comments. So this was used during a massive ad campaign. That's why it has such high viewership. All right, calm down, calm down. All right, so that explains that. That's fine. They've got 70 mil in the bank. Spend some money on marketing here. That billboard ain't cheap. That billboard, I have no idea how much it costs, but I can guarantee you it's at least like 20, 30K a month. So, they are spending money on marketing, which is fine. That's what they should be doing. They need to be growing. They need to be building a community of developers. And that doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a ton of engagement on their YouTube channel. That does definitely mean that their GitHub needs to be popping off. So that's my next thing to be searching for, which is just take a quick look at their GitHub, boom, and see how much engagement. Yeah, so like, no surprise here, there's real engagement on their GitHub. So look at this, like, look at the stars on these different repo projects underneath the Blockstack GitHub. There's, 300 forks on this, 1,800 stars. So they're engaged in the way that they should be engaged, since they're a developer-centric company, marketing to developers, putting up a billboard in downtown San Francisco. Y'all are doing it right. Y'all are spending some money, and I'm really intrigued in the platform. I might do a little bit more research on it. I hope you guys find this stuff interesting. I really do find like the merge between startups and marketing and messaging and making money. All of this stuff is super creative and interesting to me. If you like this sort of stuff, definitely subscribe. I'm making obviously more of this type of video, and hit that like. And that's all I got for you guys today. Other than that, we got Coons in the background if you guys want to say hi. I was just chasing him around the apartment, so he's pretty exhausted. Hey, bub. You want to say hi to everyone? Hey, little guy.